Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to have you all back here, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Caitlin. Today's video is going to be a video on how I practice self-love. I feel like this type of video is so important to make because there are so many times where I log onto the internet and I see people talking about how you should love yourself and they tell you to take care of yourself, but no one actually goes over how to do this. So today I'm going to be going over the different ways that I practice self-love so that way you all can incorporate it into your weekly, daily, monthly routine, whatever works best for you. The first one, in my opinion, is the most important one. So get your pen and paper out, take some notes. The first one is boundaries. I cannot stress enough how important enforcing boundaries are. One big boundary that I have for myself is that when someone shows me how they feel about me, I believe them the first time. If someone's being a bad friend or if someone betrays you in some sort of way, believe them. They're not. My mom always tells me that a tiger is never going to change its stripes, so it's really important to enforce these boundaries so that way you don't end up letting people hurt you, because you can't be surprised the second time that they do it, right? You haven't met everyone that's gonna love you. Another thing is that you have to realize that you can't take everyone with you. Recently in the past year, I have found myself just trying to work on myself so much, and it's caused me to leave a lot of people behind. And it's not necessarily that I have any sort of beef with these people or anything like that, but it's just that sometimes you can't take everyone with you, but that's okay. The last thing to remember about boundaries is that you also have to have boundaries for yourself. So a big one that I have is that if I have a lot to get done, I am going to say no to plans. Even though my friends will invite me to, I don't know, go get ice cream or something and I really want to go, I know that I have stuff to do here at home, so that way I'll stay home. I also try to keep up with my room. So it's just like boundaries that I have for myself. Another one that I do is that when I'm tired, I fall asleep. I think lately I've been kind of sleeping too much, so I think that I kind of need to reevaluate my sleeping schedule. But whenever I'm tired, I let myself sleep, because your body, you have to listen to your body. Your body is telling you when you're tired, etc., etc. Just things like that. And by enforcing boundaries for yourself and for other people, you're practicing self-love because you're taking care of yourself. And my friend just retweeted a tweet that said, anything that costs you your peace is too expensive. And that is so true. If something is not adding to your life, why have it? Okay, the next one is ridding self-limiting beliefs. Sometimes we doubt ourselves, we think that something is too good for us, but you have to stop believing that something is too good for you. You can't have something because it's too good, but you can have anything you want in this world, and you have to really start believing that. Because once you start doing that, you can start going after your craziest dreams or just anything to that sort of extent, and it'll make you realize that nothing is too good for you and you can literally do anything you want in this world. And I think that that's really important for self-love, because if you're giving up on yourself, you're giving up on your dreams too quickly, it'll be a dream deferred. It'll be something that you never got to experience over something small. The next one is that I take care of my body. I go to the gym every single day. A boundary that I have for myself is that I have to go to the gym every single day. And there have been a few times where I just don't make it, or like, for example, I was out of town, so I wasn't able to go to the gym and it kind of made me sad. But a big boundary that I do have for myself is that I go to the gym. I love going to the gym because I get stronger and stronger every single time I go, and it's a great way for me to take care of myself because the cardio is good for your heart, etc., etc. So I really do like to take care of my body in that way. Another thing is that I try to avoid sweets, but I also don't stop myself from eating them. I have a box of Skittles laying around over there, but I genuinely try to like drink a lot of water, or if I get the chance to, I'll drink water instead of, I don't know, a Sprite. Any sort of situation where I'm giving the chance to either drink water or maybe I'll eat a fruit if I'm eating because I'm bored. I do that sort of thing. The next one is that I allow myself to heal. Healing is not a pretty process at all, but I've learned that if you continue to bottle up your emotions, they're all just gonna overflow and it's gonna hurt even more than it had to. Whenever certain negative emotions come up, I allow myself to process them, and I'm never mad at myself for being upset over something I thought I was over. If I remember something that happened, like, I don't know, my junior year of high school, and I'm like, oh my god, I just let myself sit through the emotions. I'm like, why am I upset over this? How has the situation changed, etc. And I really just allow myself to sit down with my emotions. If I need to cry, I cry. If I'm angry, I talk to my mom about it or my sisters. I really, really don't let myself react to things. If anything, if someone makes me put a boundary up, that's fine, but I will never ever be the type of person to project onto people. Like, I just let myself have my own emotions in my own space, and I will forever allow myself to continue healing, because healing is not a linear process. I don't know who needed to hear that, but healing is just, it's simply not linear. You can have good days, you can have your bad days, but what's important is that you forgive yourself for having those emotions. You forgive yourself for whatever happened in the past, because at the end of the day, you were doing the best that you could with what you knew. And now that you know better, now that you're no longer in these situations that cause you to feel this way, then there's no need to worry about it. So really just let yourself heal, whether it's childhood trauma, whether it's from a breakup, whether it's from like Mean Girls, literally anything. Just allow yourself to heal those emotions. The next one is gratitude. Gratitude, I cannot stress enough. It's so important for you to be expressing gratitude, so that way the universe can continue to send you random gifts, random wish fulfillments, etc. It's just really important to just sit and really be grateful. I know it sounds kind of cliche to count your blessings, but it's really, really important that you do count your blessings, because when you're so fixated on the things that are either in the future or the things that you don't have, you're just worried about that instead of sitting down and soaking in the moment, because at the end of the day, what's really important is the present. The past doesn't exist and neither does the future, but sitting there in the present moment and just really being thankful for every single thing that you have in your life is a great way for you to not only manifest, but it's a great way to just feel better about life. Next one is that I buy myself stuff. If I want a new dress, I'm gonna get it. Of course, I spend in moderation. I don't overindulge, or at least I try not to, but I'll buy myself flowers. I'll go buy myself a Starbucks coffee if I feel like it. I will shop online, and if I really, really, really want something, I'll go ahead and buy it. I also think that a great way is investing in myself. If I see a great lipstick that I think would look really great on me, I will buy it. Literally just anything that will help me significantly in life, I will buy for myself. And it's, my love language is gifts, so buying myself stuff just really takes the cake. The next and last one is giving love and allowing yourself to receive love. A big thing that I've had to learn this year is that, well, last year, it's 2021, Happy New Year. Anyways, a big thing that I had to learn last year is to appreciate people for who they are and not who they can be for you or what they can do for you. For example, our parents. My mom will go to the end of the earth for me, but I should really, at the end of the day, be paying attention to who she is as a person. Maybe I shouldn't talk about my mom because I'll start crying, but my mom is the most giving person I know. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about my mom. But like my sisters too, my sisters, although they can be my best friends, and yes, they are my best friends, I also appreciate who they are. My little sister is so funny and like, she's the coolest girl. Everyone loves her. I need to stop talking about my family. But yeah, like even my dad, like I really try to appreciate each and every one of them for who they are. And the same one goes for my friends. Like my best friend Leo, he's super funny. Like there's no way that guy cannot make anyone laugh. Like he can literally make anyone laugh. It's really about appreciating people for who they are, and in that sort of way you can love those people. You can love those people for who they are and not who they can be for you or what they can do for you. The next thing is like giving love to strangers, giving random compliments. I'm always at the gym, so I'm always like, if I see a girl and I like her pants, I'll tell her like, hey, I really like your workout pants, and then usually they'll be like, oh, I got it from so-and-so website. And it's just really fun to like interact with a stranger. And who knows, like I know that people say like, you know, you have to treat people with kindness because you never know what they're going through, but you really should be going out of your way to give love. A big thing that my parents have taught me is to tip super generously, especially if I know the person. In high school, Chef Dean, one of the the only culinary teacher that was at high school, he always told us about how he would tip so generously in restaurants because he was a chef. And whenever we have a great experience with the waiter, we always try to tip super generously. If I know someone and I go to their job, I try to tip super generously. And I also have the mindset that every dollar I spend comes back tenfold. So I don't know if that works for people. It works for me. So maybe you should try that if you're wondering. The next one is like I bake cupcakes for my friends. There was a time around Christmas where I was literally baking nonstop. I've kind of slowed down on the baking just because I've been kind of busy with school coming up. But just doing things for other people and giving love for other people is just going to bring that love right back to you. And it's not necessarily that you want to be seen as like this great person, but it's really about just like loving people. And by giving that love to other people, it's going to come back to you in one way or another. Kindness always comes back. But it's a great way to practice self-love because by giving out love, you're bringing in love to your life. Self-love on the daily because you will really just feel so much better, and I really, really do think it's worth it to start putting in these techniques into your life. I know it's changed mine.